Today we're going to show you how to change the door handle on your Range, and it's a really easy job. All you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver. Let me show you how we do it. Now to do this repair, we'll need to remove the door from the Range, which is a simple procedure. We'll just open the door fully, and there are some hinge stops that are located right where the hinge goes into the opening to the oven. And just pry those outward so they're fully extended. And we can close the door until it comes to a stop. And at that point we can lift the whole door and the hinges right out of the Range. And then we can set it on a suitable work surface so that we can change the handle. Now to do this repair, we'll need to remove 3 Phillips screws across the top as well as 3 across the bottom. We can turn that door around. We just take the painted screws off of this bottom trim piece. And we can slide that off the bottom of the glass. We'll set that aside. Next, we're going to remove the glass from its channel at the top of the door. Now, there are some self-adhesive tape along the sides that you may need to break free first. And if need be, take a putty knife and slide it in there and cut through those. And then just pull the glass away from the handle. Use caution. It just fits into 3 little slots on the top there. So we can take that glass off. And it's a good chance to clean both the inside and the outside. Now the handle is held in place with 2 brackets that support that top trim piece. So we remove those. Now we can lift that top trim off. We just turn it over. You'll see that there are 2 Phillips screws with large washer that secure the handle to those brackets. Simply remove those 2 screws. And there are a left and a right brackets, so make sure that we don't mix them up. You can discard the old handle. Set a new one in place. Insert that screw through the hole in the top trim piece. Line it up with the opening on the handle. Just start that screw enough to hold it in place. And do the same on the opposite side. Be sure to remove any excess plastic that may be caught in the threads of those screws. That'll prevent them from threading into the new handle. Then we can tighten those 2 screws securely. Now when we tighten these screws, we want to make sure that the handle is centered and that the brackets are perpendicular to the top, and that we tighten them securely. And now we can reassemble the handle and top trim piece to the door. Should first put the 3 white painted screws through the top first, and then we'll secure the brackets on the inside afterwards. Now with the top 3 screws in, we can next install the 4 screws that secure those 2 brackets. And next we'll put the outer door glass back on. We'll slide it up into the top trim piece till it bottoms out, center it side to side. And then we're ready to put the bottom trim on. Just slide that over the edge of the glass. We'll start by inserting the center screw first. And then both outside ones. Before we tighten those screws, we'll want to make sure that we have that glass firmly pressed into the top so that we don't bend the bottom trim piece when we're tightening the screws. And now we're ready to put the door back on the oven. Now to reinstall the door, we'll line up the hinges at the openings in the oven. Make sure they're fully inserted. Open the door completely and close the hinge stops. Push them until they're fully inserted into the oven liner. And our repair is complete.